Scrapper says, are you ready to declutter some more craft supplies? I know I am. It is that time of the week again. It is time to declutter another section in this hoarded basement. And for the past month, we have been working on decluttering all of our craft supplies. We've done amazing work. We have all these bins right here, labeled, categorized. We know what's in there. We know that we have let go of at least 3 bins worth of craft supplies. And for today, we're going to continue on right over here. This is the last of the craft stash that we have to go through.
All right, so let's just start with this little bin right in here. And I can see a very quick, easy tossy, which is right here on the top. I always look for the really quick tossies because it kind of gives me confidence in reassuring myself that, oh yeah, I can do this. I am strong enough. So to get that decluttering momentum going, I always start with the easiest tossy, which is that. Now, if I'm looking in this bin, this yarn right here, ooh, I still want to keep it, you know, like I still feel an emotional attachment to it because I feel like I could create it into something new. And even though I really haven't knitted in a long time, I still love it. It makes me happy. And it's not that I'm never going to knit again. It's just not right now. So I'll just put it in the yarn bin that we already have. Now, something that I can see as tossies is clearly these gloves, right? Easy tossy. I don't have to think about it. It's registering as like a 1 or a 2 in the emotional decluttering scale. So this would, I don't know what's on there. We could totally let that go. This right here, this paint is completely dried out. I have no need to keep this. We can let that go. Now this right here, unicorn bedazzles. You know that I do love the things rocking over here. This is rocking, it's a little uneasy. Okay, you know that I absolutely love my unicorns. It's something that I love since I was a little girl, still believe in them to this day. Yes, that is the truth. I just like to believe in the magic of the world that still exists here. So you know that this is definitely registering high, probably like an emotional 10. I just need to keep this for a little longer. These paints right here, I can tell that they're dried out. I can't use these paint. They're no good. These are definitely easy tossy. All right, so here's some random stuff that is over here. Hydrangea flowers, which the leaf fell off. And hydrangea flowers are my most favorite. I definitely can see a wreath being made out of this. I am going to keep it because right now, emotionally, it's what I need because I really can picture myself making something really pretty with it. This one is a different quality, and same with these. These look like that they were very loved and look as good as they used to. So for me, I do feel like that I can very comfortably let this go. So on to the blue box, which looks like it has cards and paper. It's very dusty. And what's in there is exactly that. So it was labeled very correctly. These ones right here, I definitely feel like that I can let like these ones go. So that I feel comfortable letting go of. As much as I like the little kitty pad, we can let it go. It's okay. We can let the kitty pad go. Look, another hydrangea notebook. Ooh, you know that has the feels. As we're decluttering, as a recovering hoarder, I'm not letting anything go that I'm not ready to let go of. I am ready to let go of this card, but this is really cute. It probably is 20 years old, but emotionally, I'm not ready to let it go. So I'm going to honor those emotions, and I'm going to keep it with other like products until I feel good letting it go. By not forcing myself to let anything go, which this we can, what's happening is that I'm reconditioning my nervous system that I'm still safe if I declutter. So that way I continue my decluttering journey. All right, now this little box that I made this in college with fabric and fringe and a shoebox. So This, I used to make these really cute, inexpensive storage bins. So now inside of it is ribbon. I see we have, yes, our friend ribbon. We love ribbons so much. But you know what? This ribbon right here, I actually don't feel an attachment. I actually feel good letting that go. I actually feel good letting this go because I feel like I have a couple more spools of this, so I don't need any more. And oh, here's another one. This one I think I was using for my wedding because I was making bows and stuff, but that was many moons ago. We can let that go. I'll let this one go. Do I want to let this fringe go? Yeah, I think this one's okay to let go. That's feeling good because I'm keeping the rest of them.
Okay, so now let's go to the next fabric box that I had made back in college. And in here is definitely exactly that, a lot of college things. It's from 2005 when I printed this. This looks like it's a lot of my kind of graphic design things that I had printed out in class. And this one was actually my favorite one. I forgot that I created this. It was a project in class and it definitely captures who I was in my 20s because back then I struggled with being a shopaholic. But I can still appreciate it from a design aesthetic because I do like the colors that I used. Now, what's in here, I used to use these paint swatches for different projects too, so we can totally let all of this go. And oh my goodness, I totally remember this Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake concert. It was like one of my favorites, but I will keep that. But the rest of the things that are in this box, I feel good letting this go. I feel free. There's no emotional attachment. So other than the ticket and the flyer that I created, I can let the rest of the items in this box go. Now this organizer has a lot of scrapbooking supplies in it, but there's a lot of stuff in front of it that I have to go through first. And this right here, believe it or not, I'm gonna let it go. I feel good letting this go. Same with this. And this duct tape too, because I feel like I do have more rolls of it somewhere. And this ribbon, I feel comfortable letting all of this go. But as far as these little pony beads go, this I'm still registering an emotional attachment. So I'm going to keep both of them and put them in the proper bin. And in this bag, we have a random glass etching book, which honestly, we can let it go because if I ever want to do this again, I can go online and learn how to do it. This right here though, this is a sketch pad from college. This was from an art class. So of course, this is going to be registering as very sentimental, so we will keep it. But there's a lot of random construction paper in here that I feel good letting all of this go. I can give it to somebody else, maybe a teacher can use it, but I feel good letting this go. And now we can get into the scrapbooking organizer. This is really dusty and really old. And on the top, I can see right away that it's the 12 by 12 paper. Now, I can definitely let some of this go. Like this can definitely be recycled. And this was from 2020 when we were doing all the Easter eggs and we would kind of like put them out on our door. But I don't need the scrap paper from it. I can recycle this. And underneath of the paper is also some stickers. Now, I actually feel good letting this go. This feels good. This though, I do still want to keep, but believe it or not, I'm ready to let go of this stamp, so we're going to roll with it. And same with these little heart embellishments. It's registering as an emotional too, so we can let that go. And it looks like the next container has a lot of scrapbooking paper too. This is from when we went to Disney, and I made a lot of items so that I didn't have to purchase Disney stuff at the parks to save us a little bit of money. But this right here, we can totally let this go. I'm not feeling an attachment to this sheet. Same with a lot of stuff under here. Now, this was all purchased when I was in my shopaholic phase. I can tell because there's so much little pieces that I have. There was no limit. I was making a lot of good money and I would just go to the craft stores and just shop. It was how I dealt with the immediate trauma after that one relationship that I had that was very traumatizing. Now, as I'm going through all this stuff, the emotion of, wow, I spent a lot of money, and I almost felt like I wasted a lot of money because a lot of this stuff that we're letting go of. But I'm not going to be in that mindset because, yes, I spent and blew through a lot of money in my 20s, but it's where I was at that time. It was what I needed to cope with that abusive relationship. So there's nothing I can do to change that past. The only thing that I can do is accept it, know that it was there for me. It helped me where I was. And that right now, in this present moment, we've been great with money. We recovered in those shopaholic tendencies. And we're doing no spend challenges. We learned how to grow, save money, pay off debt, and also build an emergency fund. And if I didn't have that experience back in my 20s, I don't know if I would have been as successful as I was today financially. And now me and Miss Pepper get to show you this tossy pile, and I'm very proud of it. These are things that I've kept for the last 15 years. And to finally come to a space where I don't feel emotionally attached to these items anymore is such a form of freedom. And it's all because we've been taking these baby steps. We've been decluttering what feels right in our heart. We've gone through all the craft supplies. I never thought I could declutter craft supplies. I avoided it because I was so scared of it. But look at how successful we are in it. We also were able to do some rough organization. I now have labeled bins where I clearly can identify the category. And in the future, I'll even downsize these categories even more. And this was the section that the craft bins originally were. So this section is still open because this is what it used to look like. When we first got started, this is where it was, and I could barely get through this space to even bring the bins out. And I just always want us to be in a mindset to see how far we have come. And of course, for this summer, we're going to continue to chop away at this basement. And my hope and my prayer is that this video motivated and encouraged you to clean, declutter, and let something go in your home today too.